So we're going to start by give you a little background about UCR Health, and then I will give you a little bit about my own personal mission and where I practice. And then we're going to go through one by one, 5 primary guiding questions, but the first one will be broken down into the age groups. And then after all of that, we're going to use Kahoot to see if you actually knew the answers. And I let leak about the prize. So sorry about that, Miss Eileen, but oh well. I'm excited about the prize. And then we're gonna go over answers in real time and give conclusions, our thanks, our questions, any resources, any new upcoming events, and then a survey will has typically been given at the end of these talks so that we can get feedback and improve. My goal is to maintain composure and be clear-headed to make good clinical decisions, and I prioritize the comfort of kindness and compassion for children and families. I have been a pediatrician, ID doc for almost 25 plus years here in Southern California, and I'm an associate clinical professor at UCR School of Medicine and with UCR Health. I'm affiliated to Eisenhower Medical Center for Pediatric ID and Riverside Community Hospital, Parkview, Corona Regional for Pediatric Hospital Medicine. And our clinical address is here at Citrus Towers. My goal is to go through the developmental milestones through each stage and age and tell you some red flags, talk about the importance of play, and promote how to promote healthy development and what to do if you have concerns. We're not talking about behavioral challenges in children under 6. That's a whole huge topic unto itself. And preschool selection and kindergarten readiness are all huge topics unto themselves. So let's go into the topic of developmental milestones. Development in children and toddlers is characterized by broad variability in rates and patterns. And some children have some differences and delays in abilities which are temporary. Others, delays may persist and they can be in different domains. So what we're going to have you guys go through are fine and gross motor stages of children, communication of children, cognitive and social emotional stages. And these are the groups, the 4 groups that you've seen children, your own children, and you're going to break it down into these and talk about them in your breakout rooms. So now I'm going to send you guys into a breakout room. You'll be there for about a minute or so. And I want you to go through those stages: fine motor, gross motor, communication, language. And I want you to talk about them together, and you designate a parent, and we'll go from there. So here we go. We're going into the breakout. And I'm going to, let's see here. Is everyone back? Yeah. So let's go for under 2. So I'm going to have our designated speaker share what they say for under 2.
So some of the stuff that we discussed was like for the gross motor skills.
Okay, let me do like the under ones for you guys so you can see here.
Oh, okay.
So go ahead.
So
what was on this list?
let's see. Putting objects in mouth.
So do fingers count as objects? Because my little 4-year-old does that all day and night when she wakes up in the middle of the night too.
Totally.
Oh, and crawl. Well, yeah, we said crawling, but crawling like especially like over low furniture.
So this is like crawling is 7 months old.
Okay.
Anything else on this list? So sitting without support is 5 months. Pull to stand's about 9 months. Transferring objects is very much from one hand to another is anywhere from 3 to 9 months. Pincer grasp is classically 6 months. And then for the 1 to 2 year, the walking is usually around a year. And for fine motor, interestingly, 3 small blocks building a tower is around that age of 18 months. And scribbling is something about a year and a half. And then Dada Mama and 2 is about a year. That's for language. What else did you guys talk about in language, Jalissa?
No and mine.
Okay, so that is like the 2 to 3 word is like 1 year. And then once they hit 2 years, they just explode with language. And they get 200 words for 2. That's how we remember as pediatrician, 200, and 2-word sentences, 2 to 3 word sentences. That's how we remember the language. And then cognitive, this is very sort of soft stuff, but they can look at storybook pictures. They can imitate gestures. These are all very cognitive. And then social emotional. What did you guys get on that one?
We didn't.
We didn't talk about that one, but
yeah, actually, I think one of the what do we talk about? Gets what they want. They know how to manipulate parents.
Yeah, so they interact.
Yeah.
And they are they're growing self-aware. And they're attached to certain people like parents and close relationships. So good. So you guys picked up one in each of the categories, and that's great. So that's kind of a good place to start. And now let's go onto some social emotional stuff. And they smile, they pretend play, they copy things, they have stranger anxiety. Did you come up with any of these social stuff? Yeah. Okay. So I see heads are being nodded.
Yes.
Okay. So that's kind of the social emotional thing. Now let's go on to the next age, 2 to 3 years. So don't look at these. I'm not supposed to show you these. Let's go on to 2 to 3 years. So I'm going to send you guys in now. There we go. Now we're in 2 to 3 years. What on this list do you think you guys got for the 2 to 3 year old age group? Any designated spokespeople, please speak. What did you guys come up with for the 2 to 3 year old kid?
I have a 3 years old son and also a newborn.
Oh, wow.
And I can talk about my son.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. I think he is doing good in the fine motor skills, like turning pages, using the scissors, holding cranium, and not consistently with one hand. He can use both hands.
Wow.
Yeah. So we were wondering if he will be left-handed. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. He can use both.
That's fantastic. My husband can use both his hands too. He's left-handed, but in our culture, when he was a baby, he was when he was like in school, they made him write with his right hand because that was the cultural expectation. But then he fought them and went to his left, but he can write with both hands. But he's left-handed. So it's interesting how it'll come out. It's fascinating.
Yeah. So I will see how when he will start to write, which hand to use here.
That's great. So how about gross motor? What does he do on that list?
Yeah, he runs very fast and forward well.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the staff in the center notice Ryan runs very fast.
Nice.
Yeah, he can jump in place with 2 feet together. Yeah, no problem with stand on 1 foot.
Nice. Let me go to how about cognitive? Anything on this that you think he can do?
Yeah, respond to simple directions. Yeah, he can name some of the object in the books,
Nice.
matches, dark rings.
Great.
Yeah, we can get self in mirror, but he may have a little challenging to say his own name. He just said it this week for the first time that I heard, because he always
Nice.
called himself baby.
Oh, he calls himself baby because you
Yeah, he
call
said
him baby
baby one
because
this. Yeah,
oh, baby Beto. Maybe he also wants to be baby because he has a baby in the house. It's
maybe.
interesting.
Yeah, we were trying to ask him to say his name, but he always said baby want milk, for example. Baby.
Nice. Interesting. He
Yeah.
has a huge vocabulary, I would think.
No,
900 to
that's
1,000
no,
words.
that's his.
N-
Oh my God, that's the
That's
expectation.
so it's the all as you're approaching 3+, you start
Mm.
pushing. You push like it, there's a big difference from 2 to 3. It just jumps. So that's what you see. A big change. And then does he say nursery rhymes?
That's the biggest challenge is his vocabulary because he has a lag behind in speech.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see he get even 1/3 of this 900, but he was diag not diagnosed, like evaluated as behind on his age, and may get some help from the school district.
That's
Yeah,
just
but he
he
can
can
speak a sentence, the short sentence.
great.
Mm-hmm.
And then and then he plays with other children,
Yes, yeah,
and then he
he's very
know
sociable. Yeah.
great. And then now let's so for 3 to 4 age group, I'm gonna do this with you guys, and for the sake of time, because I want to push through a few different things. Um, uh, your child will be able to do gross motor, and he's going to be running now. He or she will walk on a line. That's a difference. That's like huge. He can ride a tricycle. In fine motor, he's going to copy a circle. She's going to manipulate clay. Look what else they can do speech wise. It does almost 1,000 words once we hit 4+. 5-word sentences, 2 phrases, can understand yesterday's summer lunchtime, and then is matching 6 colors and recognizing alphabet letters at 3 to 4. Look at that. Social development is interacting now easily. Seek support from teachers and caregivers. Is being dramatically and acting out scenes. We'll be acting things out. And we'll share. So toys. Okay, for 4 to 5. Gross motor, they can actually walk backwards, toe to heel. Fine motor, they can copy a cross, a square. They can print some letters or letter-like shape. They can do a somersault and communicate using language up to 1,500 words. Who, why? They can ask that. Cognitive development, they can play with words. And they can know their own street and town. They extend the recognition of letters of the alphabet. It's pretty impressive. And social, emotional, they can play with other children. They participate positively in group settings. Okay, now, what are some red flags? So problems like gross and fine motor, difficulty with activities of daily living, difficulties coloring, copying, stringing beads, unmet speech and language milestones, limited interest in interacting with others, and limited ability to initiate communication. Delays in cognitive include slow speed for naming objects and colors, trouble learning numbers, alphabet, days of the week. Social emotional, it's when they don't show an interest in others. They may be distractible, hyperactive, impulsive. They have difficulty changing activities, and they constantly repeat an idea. Okay, this is one of my favorite topics.
Dr.
So
Roopa,
yes.
I don't mean to interrupt. I raised my hand, but I realized you probably can't see it on
I'm
your.
sorry. Tell me.
No worries. I just wanted to call attention. We had a great question just dropped in the chat from Shayna.
Oh, tell me.
So the question is thoughts on potty training. What age? Shayna's, I believe her daughter turns 3 in 2 weeks.
Oh,
And if there's any potty, wanting to use the potty sometime, but not always, is that okay?
so the first of all, just everything should be, you as a parent should be a cheerleader for this child. Every time she uses the potty, you should have some positive merit award. Like in my case, like when there was like kind of using, not using, I had like a sticker chart. So anytime though there was like a number 1 done, I gave them like a nice sticker. If they did a number 2 in my household, they got like a puffy sticker. So that was like the cute sticker. And so eventually it all became like a wall of stickers on their calendar. And it just slowly but surely became positive. Negative reinforcement never works. So if you're already on that trajectory, just keep doing what you're doing. Okay, I'm going to send you guys into the chat now so that you guys can talk a little bit about play. And then we'll go over some of the different thoughts on play after. Albert Einstein says, play is the work of the child, says Maria Montessori. It is a happy talent to know how to play, says Ralph Waldo Emerson. Play gives children a chance to practice what they are learning, Mr. Rogers says. So what did you guys talk about when you went into your talking about play? Any of these things? I'll have someone designated, whoever was designated to self-designated, go ahead and speak.
I don't think anyone designated, but I kind of want to put Haley on the hot seat because she had a really good one. I
No
think
problem.
related to that last quote you shared, Dr. Roopa, of like imitating the adult
Yes.
life.
I was just sharing, I teach 2 and 3-year-olds, and
Oh,
our
wow.
toys that get the most play is our toy kitchen. And they'll
Oh,
always want to make breakfast for me, or they'll bring me a cup and say, "Here's your coffee." So
oh,
they're imitating what they see at home the most. So what they're learning from their parents, that's what I've noticed.
oh, they're doing symbolism. A lot of symbolism there.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And so there's sensory, there's functional, there's symbolic play, there's social play. And pre-symbolic states, they're just basically banging stuff. And then symbolic stage, oh, they'll use the banana as a phone and can imagine things and pretend. And you can do like pretending to eat, single scheme. Multiple scheme is like feed the baby, wipe the teeth, wipe them out. Episode combinations, they can go to the store, come home, make dinner, feed the baby, they'll pretend all of that. And then elaborate is like 3, some of them, the elaborate imaginings. It's amazing what they play and organize. So scripted play, this is based on activities with a routine, and they can go at 4 act out completely imagined activities and characters. Characters are amazing. Okay, and then at this stage, let me just go through the promoting healthy development for the sake of time. Read to your children every day. Play with toys. Listen and make music with children. Play interactive games. And children at this stage are trying to do more on their own. Keep reading, keep reading. Praise them. Let them choose between 2 options. Describe daily activities. Scribbles, sort shapes, and stack blocks with your kid. Try to provide social interactions with other children. Park time, library time, play dates. Keep reading to children daily, and things that are like fears of loud noises, animals, and dark are normal, and just let them know they're safe, and encourage them to play with toys and help them have creative and fantasy play. Keep reading to them at 3 to 4. Encourage them to explore. Praise them. Limit children's television, video games, and movie exposure so they can learn through play, reading, and interacting with others. Keep promoting their development at 4 to 5. Read to them again. Praise them. Give them some simple chores. Keep your answers short and tell the truth when they ask you questions. Be prepared for difficult questions about babies, fairness, justice, spirituality. They are so smart. Be prepared. And then what do you do if you have some concerns? If there's some developmental problems, early intervention versus wait and see. There are some options for screening, evaluation, individual therapy, group-based, parent education, and then school that has more intensive needs. So under 3 inland regional centers in the United States have early start programs and will focus on all of these things: gross motor, fine motor, general development, communication, cognitive, and socio-emotional concerns. School district for the 3 years and plus, and your pediatrician will also go over gross and fine motor delays, medically based concerns, send referrals as well, and then private clinic consultations with the referrals, and also look at general developmental delays. You know your child. Trust your instincts. If you have a gut feeling that you need to do something, do something. Okay, guys, I can't help myself, so I'm going to have a game and see if you can enjoy the game now. Thank you guys for being so participatory. I'm going to now go into my Kahoot. First, I have to open the Kahoot. Fantastic. Let's show media.
Oh,
So you guys are doing great. Oh my God. Next. Nice, huh? Scoreboard. Second question. Nice.
Sorry, what was the answer to that? I feel like it was split in two.
3 to 4.
Ah, thank you.
All right. Hey, yay.
Ah, how cute.
Andrea.
Congratulations.
Congratulations,
Thank you.
everyone.
Aw, how cute.
And I think that I will have we'll have Miss Eileen say more about the winner.
I believe Andrea, if you want to share your work location in the chat, or if you're a student, the best way to contact you, you will be receiving a branded teddy bear, which has been a fan favorite of kids all across our community, particularly because Dr. Roopa leads our teddy bear clinic at outreach events.
Aw,
So very excited to share that.
Yay.
how
I
cute.
will.
Thank you
Let
very
me kind
much.
of.
So actually, I do not work in UCR. I'm planning to start my own preschool. So I'm very interested in this topic. I think one coworker referred this Zoom workshop to me. So what do you need? I can receive the reward.
Go ahead and just drop your email inside the chat, and I'll get in
Okay.
contact with you.
Thank you very much.